Are you following the Matty Healy drama? Well, I'm on team let Taylor breathe camp. How about that? And if it's good for Taylor, it's good for me. How dare you? That's the team I'm on. There you go. I put my fucking foot in the ground, okay? And yes, Matty Healy is a friend of the show, which may be changing my perspective a little bit because maybe I want to have him on the broadcast at a certain point, and that is possibly the reason. But that's my perspective, okay? There you go. No, honestly, I actually, you want to know what it is? I don't care. Like, yes, I want to have him on the broadcast. Obviously, that'd be really fucking fun content, and it would be crazy. But I also don't care. Like, I actually don't care. Like, people are like, oh, friends with a racist, sick, like, whatever. I think it's pretty funny how seriously people take, like, whoever the fuck Taylor Swift is dating. And they always baiting an interview with you. Yeah, no, I know. I don't know if you know this, but, like, I know Nick and Adam. Like, I know I joke about, like, what's Cumtown all the time, but, like, I know them. I'm good friends with Stav as well, as you guys already know. But I know Nick and Adam, and I talk to Adam, you know, infrequently, but I talk to him. Like, it's in the works. It's just that, bro, you jerked off the literal sexual assault. Are you fucking okay, dude? What? I don't even know what this is about, and I don't care. It's like, I don't care. Again, you're not going to make me care. I don't care about who Taylor Swift is dating, okay? I don't. Like, I just don't care. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I do want to fucking do a cutie pod, like, ASAP. And it sucks that, like, we unfortunately currently don't have any of our hosts or our producer because they're in fucking EDC. But, like, this is an emergency pod moment. Why do people bring up random shit expecting you to know and address it right now? Because it's, like, incredibly important for their world. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh my God, Taylor Swift is my favorite. Like, why is she dating this guy? What the fuck? And it's like, Hasan is my favorite content creator. I'm sure he'll make sense of all of this. You know what I mean? Anyway, before I forget, let me run the 3-minute ad break real quick. You know, sneaky link. All of this because Matty made jokes on the Center Left podcast. Yeah, I mean, him having like a stand-up and going on the Adam Friedland show is always going to be a fucking explosive moment. He's always been like that. I would say he's similar brain rot to 80% of the chat. Yeah, I don't even know enough about him other than the fact that I think he is he might be a fan of, I mean, I know he's a Cumtown fan, obviously. He went on the Adam Friedland show, and I think he's like a bit of a dirtbag left fan in general. Lemon Zest 1011, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. We'll cover it in a second. I'll get into like the Swiftie drama in a little bit and what my perspectives are. He's a Corbynista. It's good in my book. Fuck racist ass Matt Healy. He's not a good dude, even if he does boost your algo. All the chatters with the gifts are gonna have to bury this take. I had a dream where I ran into you IRL and you made fun of me for being a fan. Probably would happen in real life. Frogan still likes him, by the way. I don't know why people are mentioning her as a gotcha against him. Yeah, that's the funniest part about it is that, like, Frogan has met Matty Healy. Like, IRL. Like, Frogan is an IRL stan. Like, an actual stan of him. And has, like, literally talked to him, I'm pretty sure. She likes 1975 music, not him. I don't know anything about him or his music. Let's be real. I don't really listen to music. But she showed their DMs the other night on Caroline's stream. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't even fucking reach him right now. I would love to, but I can't even reach him because he deleted his Instagram, so I have no other form of communicating with him. The grossest things he said were in a podcast 3 months ago. Yeah, I know. He went on a fucking edgy, incredibly edgy comedy podcast, and he says I'm incredibly edgy shit. I know. I'm familiar. I joked about it. I listened to certain parts of it, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. We were there. It happened. When you travel to the gym, do you just sit with your thoughts if not playing music? No, I listen to podcasts. Always when I hear you talk about music, it's either I don't really listen to music or just dropping the hottest music takes ever. Yes. Correction, he's not edgy. The things he says are like 12-year-olds' idea of what edgy grown-ups say. He's not funny at all. It just comes across as gross. Okay. It's just not for you. Okay? Anyway. We're going to move on from that because we blasted off and I want to fucking, I want to do the first order of business. I guess instead of Ron DeSantis, we'll start off with that. Fuck it. Why not? Okay, here's the blast off. Leftist chat hating on Hasan again. Yeah, I think like what people do. Look at my chat right now. My chat is full of people. My chat is currently full of people that are like aware of this person because they are like dating Taylor Swift. They saw him on on the Adam Friedland show. They saw him on the Adam Friedland show where he said a bunch of fucked up shit, okay? And didn't conduct himself responsibly according to your metrics, according to your desires. And you're, one, taking it far more seriously than it was intended. Two, doing the same trap that I always talk about with respect to like what you consider to be content and what people's like ideological positions are, making it seem as though their output in that moment is like something that is worthy of like a tremendous amount of skepticism and a tremendous amount of criticism. Like he's some fucking well thought out, legitimately powerful person who's like spending every waking moment of their lives making right-wing propaganda or some shit, covering like some random British celebrity musician guy who does like a bunch of weird musician guy shit in general, as though it's like this gigantic problem exclusively because they're dating your favorite random musician celebrity that you idolize is a little ridiculous. Like, I don't think anyone should have a say in who gets to date whoever the fuck they want. Obviously, as a content creator myself, I am never going to be on your side if that's your like ridiculous position. Before we get to Tim Pool's like neo vagina shit, and you know, there's a lot of fun content that comes out of it, which is why I love this kind of shit. And before you type the word racist, remember when the Biden-Harris cookies Taylor made in response to Trump's racism? I love this. I don't know if this is a parody. I don't know if this is bait, but I personally fucking love shit like this. Nah, it's an issue because he enjoys seeing black women being brutalized. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, but it's never, I have been in this space. I have been in this space for long enough that like sometimes when I know when a 30-month subscriber says this, it's probably like an incredibly uncharitable perspective that is like from a fifth party interpretation of like what has actually been said. You're going pretty hard in defending him when you don't know what's going on. It's because the principles that I fucking care about behind like the way people portray themselves. Okay? It's confirmed that the chat would lose their shit if you actually went on the Adam Friedland show. Like, holy shit. Oh, 100%. I would get fucking crucified. It would be significantly worse. I would get crucified significantly worse than buying the house. This would be so much worse than the house saga. Chatters are doing that thing you always talk about when you discuss comedy or comedians again, where they try to find some kind of moral standing or superiority in the content they consume. That's exactly what they're doing, which is why I fucking despise it, which is why I'm talking about it without even knowing the actual details of the circumstance. And chatters not only are ready to fucking have this quote unquote discourse, they're so ready to fucking fight on this discourse that they're ready to fucking attack me when I'm like, listen, I don't even know what the fuck he's saying. But out of sheer principle, I don't like when people immediately go, oh, these are all the things that he said. Here's all the fucking receipts that we've pulled together. It's time to fucking tear this person down. Maybe he's a bad dude. I don't know. Okay? He might be. He's British, first and foremost. He's British. Adam and Nick even had a discussion on whose fandom would go crazier, yours or Matt Healy's. I think mine would go crazier than Matt Healy's because mine is like way more political. Matt Healy's fandom just like listens to his music and don't know what his like personal points of view are. What is this? Hasanabi, it's not leftist chat hating on Hasan. They're hating on Matt Healy. Jesus fucking Christ, so centered, so self-centered. Is that what you're saying? I mean, no, people are saying, why are you defending him? Chatters will literally never talk bad about Matt if Hasan won't in general. That's not even true. I don't know if this is your first time here, but chatters are currently doing that. Not only are they doing that, but they're also literally saying that, like, I haven't even made an assertion yet, and people are already ready to jump down my fucking throat. So it comes from having blood in the fucking water and wanting to engage in a discourse. Okay? And this happens in pretty much every fucking cycle of quote-unquote drama. 90% of it is manufactured. Most of it is fucking stupid. Okay? Especially when you throw in, like, parasocial juices in the flow. It also comes from 30-year-olds caring too fucking much about celebrities grow up. I agree. I still don't know if we're talking about the Adam person or Matty person. No, this is about Matty Healy. Chad is mad that you won't take their word for it. They're right, by the way. Yeah. You're defending him without knowing all the details, which is weird. I'm not defending Matt Healy. I am, however, defending the idiotic notion that people constantly fucking find themselves in, where they like assume that every single celebrity that they've consumed the content of are going to have identical policy positions, identical worldviews. They're going to conduct themselves in a manner that is appropriate for you. And sometimes they're not going to do that. And then when it doesn't happen, they immediately go into rushing into creating like the most horrifying perspective that they can about an individual. Okay, so that like it's unmanageable and certainly impossible to like even say like this is a normal person. I don't know what their fucking perspective is. I would love to hear them out. And it's mostly people just wanting me to make a snap judgment as I like go through their perspective of the situation without assessing the situation at all. And it also, you're running some hard defense for and then immediately running and saying you're running some hard defense for a racist edgelord ass. Yeah, I am. I'm running hard defense for a dude that I don't really know. Okay. A dude that I don't really know at all, as a matter of fact. But I do want to have him on the podcast. But I do know this. Freaking the fuck out about, and then look. Either stop talking about him or learn the context wholly. I'm going to lose a lot of fans today, I think. I didn't even want to talk about this, partially because I was like, who gives a fuck? It is so irrelevant. But I most likely am going to lose a lot of fans over this because every now and then there needs to be like a legitimate fucking culling. Specifically that revolves around like the insanity of the left. And the way that they fucking run, the way that they like rush to make the situation that's in front of their eyes the most severe situation of all time. It's not. You are going to forget about this in a week. You're never going to think about this, but you will probably think about me and say, remember when Hasan defended that guy? I don't even remember who the fuck that guy was, but he did something bad and I don't like him. It's annoying. It's a very annoying thing. I'll give you the greatest example of this. Hogwarts. When the Hogwarts drama was happening, chatters made it seem like it was the most significant, most serious, most important form of doing an act of solidarity for the trans community. I stood firmly by my solidly held convictions, and I tried to make it a teachable moment as best as I possibly could. I was entirely right on the matter. There are probably still plenty of people who look to what I have said about the Hogwarts situation and still have written me off as a transphobic person, no matter what the fuck happens. And it doesn't matter. No one even thinks about fucking Hogwarts anymore. It's done. It was a fleeting thing. Didn't even download the game and I still got heat for it? No, I got heat for it before I downloaded the game. Ironically enough, I did download the game. I played like 18 minutes of it and thought it was dog shit later because I did want to play it because I wanted to see what the fucking fuss was about. Okay? I don't think you're defending him as much, not picking up the pitchfork as everyone else. Exactly. Less pitchforks and more let this weird-looking white man fade into oblivion and take Taylor with him. Law. He was talking about ghetto gaggers porn, which is definitely just white men racially degrading black women while fucking them. I have no idea what the fuck that even is. Nick made a good point about how the people who wrote that BuzzFeed article did some pretty gross things themselves with the stock imagery they added. Turning in my chat essay. What was the conversation? What are chatters mad at you this time? Chatters are once again impossible to fucking reach Matt Healy. Impossible to fucking garner enough like support to like reach out to Taylor Swift and like tell her not to date Matt Healy. So they're reaching out to whoever the fuck they can, which is me, a person who is in here saying, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck at all. I genuinely don't care. I don't care who the fuck is dating whoever the fuck. Okay? Yeah, you can't cancel Taylor Swift. You can't even touch Matty Healy either. So you're in here yelling at whoever the fuck you think you can change the attitude of. It is what it is. It is at the heart of this issue lies a deep sense of desperation and powerlessness, an understanding of how powerless you are. The entire purpose of why you want to fucking even hyperfixate on like one singular individual and like, you're telling me a celeb most known for breaking up with people is dating a weirdo? Exactly. Now I'm going to get fucking canceled for even reading that take out loud. Why did you cover this after saying you weren't going to cover it because of this exact thing? Because I want to still, two reasons. One, because I want to use as a moment to like hope that like sanity will prevail in this circle, because this is my community. This is our community, but it's one that I want to guide in a certain direction. And that direction is like the exact opposite of fucking people who are like, this celebrity is bad and immoral and wrong and fuck this guy. And it's the most significant thing that you need to immediately address right now. Okay. And you got to do a little bit of fucking housekeeping every now and then. You know, this is something that is important to me. And it's also, you're trying to bring the grass to the chatter. Yeah, this is some Tumblr shit, lol. Exactly. Because like, well, also because like, isn't fucking 1984, what is it, like the 1975? Is that the name of the 1945? Whatever. The fucking, the band is like a Tumblr band, isn't it? If Morgan likes them, then they're definitely fucking a Tumblr band. You know what I mean? Because she's like the ultimate. Rogan is literally the ultimate Tumblr stan who like became a normal, sane adult. Well, not fully. Still has the Twitch brain rot, but like she used to be like that. You know what I mean? It won't, bro. I disagree with your take on the situation, but I actually don't give a shit about what you think about the dude because I agree with 99% of other things, and your opinion on the matter is of no consequence to me. Lamau, chatters need to shut the fuck up with some mid-British white guy. I don't think she's trying to like cancel them. It's more like, hey, they were kind of shitty. That's not what people are saying, I don't think. People are not only saying that, but they're also like yelling at me for not immediately adopting the position. All right, anyway, this is the Adam Friedland Show. Let's take a look. This is the reason why people have so much animosity towards Matty Healy in general, who I do. So the first reason is because one reason why I said I don't give a shit is and am talking about it regardless is because of the bringing grass to the chat thing. The other reason is because I do want to have him on the podcast. or the broadcast in some capacity, maybe to even address some of these remarks. That would be cool. Okay? I do. And I have in the past done things at the behest of this audience and like stopped random problematic people from being involved, specifically because I was worried that people were going to get mad at me and yell at me and make my life a living fucking hell because I'm accessible, and I am not going to do that this time. I don't even know if he'll come on, but it doesn't matter. Please do the pod, not the stream. Chat will be fucking horrid if he's on stream. Yeah, I won't. I most likely... You need to be more aware of the actual situation to do that. Again, sentiments expressed like this, sentiments expressed like this, that not only is it fucking ridiculous, but like sentiments expressed like you need to be more aware of the actual situation to do that, and then turn around and like say that I'm also guilty for something that he has said that I don't even know about or don't even fucking agree with is, I'm sorry, it's giving mental illness. Like, look at the way you're reacting to the situation. Okay? Like, but you, again, understand, like, this is severely important. No, it's not. I'm here to tell you, you are not going to give a shit about this next week. Okay? It's giving mental illness. Calm down. Like, this is the hill you want to die on? I'm not dying on any fucking hill. That's it. Anyway. There is no hill. Anyway, let's watch. Neil deGrasse Tyson went on the podcast
Neil's
as
been
well.
With us from the beginning. He's probably #1 fan. Yet, why you? Come on. I thought you were gonna say I was like really into Come Town and.
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
I'm really proud of what you've done since the. All right. Well, okay. I mean, Neil's been with us from the beginning. He's probably.
Come Town was their original podcast. It is fucking gross. It is incredibly fucking edgy. The meme from the beginning of this broadcast has always been to say, "What's Come Town?" Whenever someone says Come Town, like I've been doing that for like since whatever 2017. It's a horrifyingly awful podcast for 98% of this chat, okay? But chat doesn't even fucking realize that they probably love one of the Come Town members. One of this community's favorite fucking guests of all time was one of the co-hosts of Come Town. This is the revamp that favorite guest of all time, Stavros, left the comedy trio, the edgy comedy trio. And this is the new revamp of it, which is the Adam Friedland Show. What's Come Town is an anti-Greek dog whistle? Yes. I actually think Nick Mullen is funny. I have used a lot of Nick Mullen jokes on this broadcast that people have agreed with and laughed at as well. But as is the case with any comedian, there are especially one that is like not super careful about what kind of issues that they're covering and what perspective they're taking on issues. You would never, if you listen to the broad variety of Nick Mullen jokes, you would fucking be absolutely shocked. No, Tucker Carlson, doing the Tucker Carlson cadence is not a Nick Mullen thing. I've been doing that for as long as he's been doing that as well, for the record. So suck my dick. But the cop thing that I talk about all the time, like, I will literally reference it and pull up the tweet every time we talk about cops. PC mobsters that SNL stole was a Come Town bit as well. Shocked in a good way or a bad way? No, in a bad way. You would chatters would probably perish if they knew the fucked up shit that they say. I mean, it's so much that like look, it's not for me. You know what I mean? There are certain territories that they go to where I'm like, okay, this is too much. I don't really like it. You know what I mean? But it's fine. It can happen. You know what I mean? Trust me. That's how the world works. Anyway. I can bet you that all the people who come down to the Adam Friendly show that praise Stabby when he's on have never actually watched a Stabby comedy special. No, I'm sure they have. Matty Healy followed you on Instagram before he deactivated his account. Yeah, no, I know. He DM'd me. I'm telling you, I want to have him on the show. I want to have him on the broadcast. Chatters, do you know why Hasan is controversial, right? Yeah. Chatters don't realize that, like, you know, I've said a lot of fucking things that is ideologically on board with, like, a lot of what you believe in. Yet, you know, to the broader population, some of the unhinged takes that I have are certainly not exactly things that the broader American population would believe in or agree to. That's why I get a lot of death threats. Anyway. I thought you were really palatable. I mean, if you consider me to be palatable, that's because you agree with my politics. Let's be fucking real. I try my very best to make it as approachable to as broad an audience as possible, but I certainly don't think some of my highlights are all as palatable as you suspect they are.